What is going on, guys? My name is Kai, and Coinier22 is how you can track me down on the PSN. And what we have today is just a regular comm over some gameplay. One quick thing I will say about what you're watching in the background, it is a Mercenary TDM on Discovery, obviously. It is the first game that I got into right after I did my most recent Prestige, Prestige 7. And I just thought it'd be interesting for you guys to see me playing with one of the presets. Not that the SMG preset class is that difficult to work with, but change of pace, from the usual stuff that I would work with. Enough about the gameplay. What I wanted to talk about is something that was actually sparked by news that dropped earlier today, or yesterday, depending on when you're watching this. But it is the announcement of the next map pack, Annihilation, and it is set to come out, if I remember right, on the 360 at the end of this month, around the 28th. Meaning we'll probably get it on the PS3 about a month or so later. They might have released a definitive date on that, and I just haven't seen it yet. But yeah, so it got me thinking about map packs in general, basically, and yeah, so I guess that's what I wanted to talk about today. The first map pack that I want to talk about is obviously going to be First Strike, since we're focusing on Black Ops, and clearly, you guys can tell that I have the First Strike map pack, but the reason that I got it was because at the time that it was released, I'd been playing the crap out of Black Ops as soon as I got it, and the classic maps, classic Black Op maps, there we go, were getting kind of stale, so I wanted kind of a change of pace, a little something new, and First Strike did it for me. I enjoyed the change of pace, having something new to look at when I was running around, and that whole deal. Obviously, at this point, they've gotten a little bit stale. I'm kind of tired of them. I tend to just skip them and vote them out, go for one of the classic Black Ops maps. But at the time, they were definitely a welcome addition, a welcome change of pace. So for move on top of that, the zombies, yeah, Ascension. How can I forget that, man? Zombies Ascension. I was looking forward to a whole hell of a lot. I played the crap out of the World at War Zombies. One of my buddies pretty much bought it for his 360 just because he wanted to play zombies, and we played that for days. So yeah, overall, First Strike at the time went over pretty well with me. I still enjoy playing zombies, but I tend to focus most of my time when I'm playing multiplayer on the classic Black Ops maps. Escalation, which just dropped on the PS3 like a week ago or so. I have yet to pick that up, and I'll be honest with you guys, I don't know if I'm going to be picking it up anytime soon, and that's mostly because my interest hasn't really been piqued. It's been out for a while on 360, and there's been a lot of commentaries done over the maps. And I haven't really seen anything that's made me want to go and spend the money on the map, so I guess I'll put it that way. Now, before anyone says anything, I have actually played some of the maps. I've played Zoo, played a little bit of Convoy. If I remember right, the host dropped out on that, so we only got like, I think, maybe a minute or two into the game. But one of my buddies had bought it on his 360, so I wanted to check out the maps, and yeah, basically what I played, I enjoyed Zoo. It was definitely kind of nice having those changes of levels in terms of, and by levels I mean, the height differences, all the different flanking routes and things like that. It seemed very different. Um, and I know a lot of people have compared it to, what was it, Carnival, I think, from Modern Warfare 2 map packs. I didn't, as you guys know, I didn't play Modern Warfare 2, so I don't really have that whole like reference point, but basically I enjoyed it. Zoo was definitely something different. I liked having that kind of at every point. It kind of felt like it was a mix of close quarters and long range, better lines of sight, I guess you could say. So I enjoyed Zoo, but Convoy, it basically felt like a semi-inverted Berlin Wall, if that makes sense. I don't know. It didn't do it for me. And I could be wrong on the other maps. I had, like I said, I only played those two maps, so I could be completely, just generalizing and making unfair assumptions. But like I said, it didn't really do it for me. Call of the Dead, I have played it for a little bit, and again, it just didn't feel like Call of Duty Zombies to me, if that makes sense. It might be the more open map style that I'm not really caring for, or something like that. But um, I much prefer just going back to like Kino der Toten or 5, Ascension, stuff like that. So Uh, for now, I am out on escalation. We'll see though. I might end up picking it up. Knowing me, I'll end up getting it here soon. But so that brings us to Annihilation. Of what I've seen so far, obviously it's just been those reveal trailers, the initial trailer that basically showed us jack shit, but then the behind the scene talk with the one up on Machinima and some other places. I saw it on Machinima at least, but for now, I'm interested. I'll put it that way. I am interested. The All the maps seem like they're very different in terms of their design. You've got Hangar 18 and Drive-In, which feel like they might be a little bit more close quarters oriented. Because at least from what they were talking about, it seems like you're kind of be forced into the hangar area. Silo, it seems like that'll be a good mix again, kind of like Zoo, of a lot of flank routes, a lot of basically a big change, a lot of game changers to the map. And then Hazard, which the way they described it was their remake of Cliff from World at War. I'm basically just excited. That alone hooked me. So again, this could all change once they start releasing more info. But for now, I'm intrigued. Shangri-La, also the zombies map, has got my interest mostly because it seems like it's going to kind of go back to what I said. I think I missed um, about what I missed when it came to Call of the Dead, and that was the kind of more close quarters feel, the kind of that, oh shit, we're screwed, man, come on type of feel. To me, at least, that's how zombies should feel. That okay, we can stay here for a little bit, and now we got to move. It looks like Shangri-La might kind of get back to that. And on top of that, it seems like there's some environmental hazards that you might have to kind of be aware of. So I don't know. Like I said, it just seems like it'll be a nice change. It, or I should say, change back to what Zombies was, a little bit more close quarters oriented and things like that. So, again, for now, I'm in on Annihilation. It seems like it could be good. Obviously, we'll wait and see as more information comes out. Once it's released on the 360, I'm sure we'll get a little bit better idea too. So, with that, the gameplay has come to an end. As you guys can see, I was pretty much the only one on our team except for the guy at the bottom there that came in late that went positive. So, I mean, I don't know, you got to give it the old college try or whatever. But yeah, that was the first game I played. Made it up to rank 4. So yeah, this is Quanger signing out.